Hi all! So Venus, the planet of love, beauty, pleasure, art, has a sign that she really particularly likes to be in, and that is Pisces. So Venus and Pisces natives know that your Venus is what we call exalted, which means it's the planet's favorite sign to be in. So when we have a Venus Pisces, it really bolsters and strengthens Pisces, wherever it is, particularly if you have it in your first, fourth, seventh, or 10th house. Those are like the cardinal cross houses, and that makes it even stronger. So really dive into your Venus in Pisces if it is in one of those houses. So Venus in Pisces natives, how it shows up romantically is that they really want love to take them to a spiritual place. They want to feel elevated and taken away in love. The mundane just doesn't cut it for these natives. They want to be swept away, taken away, take them somewhere. If you're dating a Venus and Pisces native, is take them somewhere, maybe not even like a physical location, but just take them on an adventure, on a journey, write them love letters, do all the romantic stuff because they just love that feeling of being swept away. And they want in a spiritual, or a union rather, they want that spiritual connection and that spiritual foundation. So ensure if you're dating one or you are one that spirituality is something that you are getting from the partnership, elevating the other in the partnership to new spiritual dimensions. Venus is in Pisces romantically. It also shows up with, because Pisces is the sign of universal selfless love. So these natives are very compassionate, and part of them does want to save people, which is a habit to be watched, because honestly a lot of times you can't necessarily save people, but it just shows how big their hearts are, is that they actually like it. Like the Venus in Libra native likes things to feel equal and to feel equal with the partner, but the Venus in Pisces actually likes the underdog or the addict or someone who's like wounded or injured. They just kind of gravitate to them because they have these big hearts and all of this healing and all of this love that they can funnel into these people. So they tend to go for those people who need a lot of love and healing. I would just advise, if this is your placement, to make sure you set boundaries so you're not giving too much. Pisces is the sign of martyrdom, so there can be that feeling of being like a sacrificial lamb of sorts, of like giving up your whole identity and being just to nourish this other person. So definitely something to watch over, but regardless, it is the best placement for Venus. Like, it's definitely the Venus. Venus is also how we spend money, and you'll notice with like Libra and Taurus that they'll maybe like spend a lot of money, like they have a like really high taste and they really love beautiful things. And I haven't noticed that so much with Venus and Pisces, but I do notice that they have wonderful, wonderful taste, but they're more likely to find it maybe like some sort of bargain shopping or like thrift store, just those really delightful finds. But they have beautiful, beautiful taste. Really like, they decorate things where you kind of feel like you're somewhere else. They like to feel transported, and really artistic placement as well. Venus is art and Pisces is imagination. So these natives can really like connect spiritually, like receive downloads of which they write their poetry, or the when they paint, it's just like feels like it's coming through them rather than from them. They get into this other space. So I do say, if you are a Venus Pisces native, go there, explore being artistic and being creative. And then this also shows up with where it's placed in your chart. So if it's like in the 4th house, which as I mentioned earlier definitely bolsters it because it's part of the strongest houses in the zodiac wheel. I don't know why I did that. Really, really beautiful homes. You might want your home to feel especially welcoming and have beautiful art in it. And if it's in 7th, you do really, really good with like one-to-one contacts. 10th, really good with career. It bolsters it. So look for there also of where that creativity and that romantic eye and romantic sense of aesthetics can come into place. So, and you'll notice Venus is how you spend money, and I'm a Venus Pisces, and I notice that a lot of my money will go to like Piscean things, like spiritual type things, like crystals and like oracle cards, or workshops, or, you know, like more spiritual things. They love to feel like they're connected to something higher, and love can help them feel connected to something higher. And as I mentioned before, check the houses because it's bolstered there. It's really strong, so definitely something to dive into and tap into. If you're a Venus in Pisces, let me know what you thought. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know below what you like or what you don't like being in a Venus Pisces. If you're dating one, let me know how that's going. Do you feel like they're trying to save you or whatever else? So take care. Have a cosmic week.